And so our first game of the night is Astrologaster. And again, this is available on PC and Mac. It is available on Steam, as well as Humble Bundle, GOG.com, itch.io, of course the Nintendo Switch. And it is going for $9.99 on all of those platforms. In addition to those platforms, you can actually also pick this up on the Apple App Store for $4.99 USD. And I do want to take the time to say thank you to the developers as well as the publishers of the game for providing me with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream. So we're going to get into it. Now, this game has a lot of dialogue in it, which is good. So you don't have to hear me mess up with the reading. It has voice acting. So that works out perfect. So anytime there's heavy dialogue, I will remain quiet so that you all can kind of hear what's going on with the dialogue. And we're going to start a new game. Yes, we didn't get far, so yeah.
Long ago in England in 1592,
Yeah.
there begins our tale, and all of it is true.
Uh-huh.
Through all of London, bubonic plague did spread, covering folk in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead.
No. Oh, turn a page. Turn a page.
From towns and cities, doctors they did flee, leaving their patients to die in misery.
But one brave doctor stayed when all the cowards fled, might have been because he was too sick to leave his bed.
So he got messed around. He couldn't leave. He was like, well, oh well.
Alas, 'tis my final hour. I will surely die. I am too far gone to recover, and for the plague there is no cure. Unless a cure might be found in the stars.
Okay, choose one zodiac to diagnose the condition. How might I be cured of the plague? View Sagittarius. I have the plague, characterized by loss of appetite, immoderate thirst, that happened, and pus-filled swelling behind the ears, in the armpits, and in the groin. These are symptoms of a fever provoked by excessive sanguinity in the liver. This indicates a severe imbalance of the blood humor. Okay. I guess we're gonna select this. You chose Sagittarius.
Let me see now. According to the stars, the way to cure the plague is to treat the fever it provokes. Oh, can it be true? Might a disease so monstrous as the plague be cured by treating it as if it were an exceeding bad fever? Then I must use powerful herbs to bring the fever to crisis and break it. Let me see now. Angelica and dandelion for heat, borage to provoke sweating, infuse them in wine, strain and distill the mixture to produce a most powerful strong water.
Did we just kill the doctor?
Huzzah! I am cured!
Okay, maybe we did.
I shall now go forth with my miraculous strong water to cure all London of the plague.
I legit thought we killed the doctor. I was like, did we just kill this doctor? Current cases, okay. Corinth, Simon Foreman, scene 13th of October, 1592 at 4 p.m. or 1600 hours. How might I be cured of the plague? I judge my plague symptoms as being provoked by a fever. I invented a new kind of strong water to cure it. Okay. I shall cure Londoners of the plague. So wondrous will be my work that plays and songs will be written in my honor. And we already saw the case summary, so turn the page.
Foreman made a plague cure and used it on himself, then left his house to restore Londoners to health.
Huzzah! 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 Simon Foreman!
He cured us of the plague, 'tis true.
Some details are a little vague, but we know he used astrology and knows his strong water. So what if he be not a proper licensed doctor?
So wait, I'm not even a real doctor? What is this? I don't know, it's amazing though. But I'm not even a real doctor. What? I feel bad for Simon.
Here comes a lady queer and a little wary. Her name is Avis Allen. What can her trouble be?
God give you good day, madam. How may I?
Are you Mr. Foreman? Mr. Simon Foreman, the doctor?
Aye, madam, I am indeed Dr. Simon Foreman. I bid you welcome to my consulting chambers. Mistress.
Allen, Mistress Avis Allen of Lambeth.
Pray tell me your age, if you please, madam.
I am 33 years of age.
And how might I do you service this day, Mr. Allen? Pray describe your troubles to me.
Well, the pain started full late last eve upon retiring to bed. Not that I am in the habit of retiring so late, but my husband did desire a special supper of cold meats to celebrate and give thanks in any case, it started in the night and it continued until dawning. That being the pain in my head and the chundering.
A moment whilst I make note of this. Headache and involuntary purging. Is that all?
Aye, that is all. And thinking on it, my complaint to seem most trifling, and you are doubtless busy with important cases. Oh, like the plague! Yea, verily, mayhap I should not have come after all. Good day, Dr. Foreman. I beseech you pardon me, for I have wasted your time.
Prithee, do not go, for I assure you, madam, your case verily is important to me. And 'tis important to you, is it not, Mistress Allen? Else you would not have come this day.
Well, aye.
Let us consult the stars now then, shall we? What is the cause of Mistress Allen's suffering?
Not gonna lie, it sounds like she's pregnant. I was up all night with a headache and throwing up. What caused my suffering? Let me view cancer. Okay. Can I view the other card? Just out of curiosity. Yes, I can also view Scorpio. Okay, let me go back because it says, should Foreman use this reading? Mistress Allen's troubles have been provoked by anxious passions associated with her being with child. Because to me, that's what it sounds like she's pregnant. That's what it sounds like to me. But I too, like Simon, am no doctor. No, she's definitely not suffering from evil digestion. I really think she's with child, is what I think it is. Because I'm going back and thinking about even myself when I was with child or pregnant. And I would get headaches, and I didn't get a lot of morning sickness though. Maybe once or twice I had it, but I didn't get it like frequently. But to me, it sounds like she could be with child. I'm gonna say she's with child.
You are with child, Mistress Allen. 'Twas the reason for your celebration last even, methinks.
Aye, but how did you know?
I can see it in my chart, madam. There is a planet aligned with Scorpio at present, Scorpio being the constellation that rules over such matters. Pray tell, how long has it been since your monthly courses?
It has been 14 weeks since my courses, and yesterday I did feel the child quicken. So, indeed, 'twas the cause for our celebration, as you say. For I have been with child before, you see, but 'tis never. And Mr. Allen and I do pray this one will be born alive.
There, dear lady. The presence of the planet Mercury in my chart does suggest you suffer from anxious passions on account of your condition, and given your ill-favoured history, I warrant 'twas the twin burdens of hope and fear that provoked your troubles last even.
Oh, I see.
Pray take this flask of wine, madam. It has been infused with cloves, ginger root, and cinnamon. Drink of it each morning, and you should soon feel much improved.
Verily, I will do as you advise. I thank ye heartily, sir. Fare you well, Dr. Foreman.
Fare you well, Mistress Allen.
Okay. Okay, so Avis Allen did present with symptoms of headache and involuntary upward purging. I judge that the current as being with child. Methinks the current is most pleased with me for the reading I gave today. Right, I am not a doctor. Exactly. Remember, I am not a doctor. Like I said, for that one, I just went on based on personal history. Like, yeah, that's kind of what happened when I was pregnant. So, yeah. What a kind man Dr. Foreman is, and so patient with me. Okay.
Almighty God, to thy servant servants kindness has not blessed with sense and wisdom.
It is, and welcome on in, Draconic Dude. Hope you are well this evening.
Good day, sir. You are Simon Foreman, the physician, are you not? These are your rooms.
Indeed, I am he, and well met, sir. Be it Thomas Blagg I have the honour of welcoming to my humble consulting chambers, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral?
Indeed, 'tis I, Thomas Blagg. Though it is not upon church business that I come to you this day. 'Tis upon a matter of my own that I require counsel. I have lately been offered some very lucrative investment opportunities, and, well, it is said that God speaks to us through the stars, does he not?
Indeed he does. 'Tis well known that astrology is but a conduit for the word of God, as interpreted using scientifical means. And now, these investments of which you speak, pray tell of them, if you please.
2 merchant ships will shortly set sail on very lucrative trading expeditions. I do not possess the coin to invest in both. Hence, I must choose between them. And I must choose very wisely indeed. For sea voyages are most perilous, and if my ship were to founder or be captured by pirates, I would lose my entire investment.
Aye, forsooth, 'twould be most lamentable, to say nothing of the poor souls who might lose their lives.
Who are, naturally, the greater of my concerns.
Aye, naturally. And whither might these ships be bound?
The first is bound for the Spice Islands of the East. 'Tis a voyage to be undertaken by a ship named the Conquering Cherub. The other is the Pride of Yarmouth. She is to bring back sugar from the Americas. Have you now the information you require? Then perchance you may divine for me upon which of these 2 ships our Lord God has bestowed his divine blessing.
Aye, Dean Blagg, we may now consult the stars. Should Thomas Blagg invest in the voyage of the Conquering Cherub, or that of the Pride of Yarmouth?
Are you kidding me? Really? Did he really come here for financial advice? I don't think that he's this type of. Okay, we're not a doctor per se, but still, you wasting our time. Exactly. Everyone died of dysentery. Moral of the story: don't diss Terry. But let's see. Investigate reading A. Oh, okay. Okay. The name should invoke a child who is victorious in battle. Well, the cherub is a child, I would say. Exactly. Dysentery is ill-advised. Never diss Terry. Just gonna put that out there. Okay. And then just for funsies, we're still gonna check out the other one. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's the cherub. But I still want to see what the other one says, just out of curiosity. Just because we can read both of them. Okay, so it says Blake's investments in a trading voyage will result in a change of fortune for him. Okay. But what does the other house say? The ship's name should invoke a woman who partakes in a marriage. Because now the other one said that victory and a baby. Ah, that's a very good point you bring out, Indian Print. Because I was looking at it like, well, does that mean it's going to destroy him or is it going to help him? But the other one did say that it had victory. Gotta be careful not to select the wrong one. So let's exit out of this one. There are no other ones. Let me exit out. Oh, exit out. I'm up here hitting the X button. Let's exit out. And go back to A. The ship's name should invoke a child who is victorious in battle. This represents victory. So we are going to go ahead and have him go with the conquering cherub. Exactly. I think the other name of the boat is the name of a woman. Yep, so A and B are the ship choices. I think we will go with the conquering cherub. Because I feel like that's going to be the one. Because like Indian Print did bring up a good point. Like that ship could technically fail. So let's go with this one. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. We're not a real doctor anyway. So if we're wrong, we're wrong. We're going to go with this one. We chose A.
The stars advise you to invest in the ship named the Conquering Cherub.
I see. And why is that?
Well, I have calculated that at this very hour, upon this very day, the planet Mars and the constellation Scorpio do both dwell in that part of the sky we call the House of Children. And as it happens, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, hence we may say that Mars is presently exalted.
Mars has been exalted by Scorpio, you say? And what might that mean?
When exalted, Mars represents victory. And so, with victory in the House of Children, we may read this as a victorious child. Ergo, the Conquering Cherub.
Ah, I see. For a cherub is a kind of child, is it not? In sooth, I do find the science of astrology verily fascinating. I thank you, Dr. Foreman. You have been most helpful.
But I do have to ask, if he's supposedly a man of God, it's kind of funny that he's asking for him to read the stars, because back then I would think it would have been frowned upon. So it kind of makes you wonder if he's kind of like a crook, because I'm just saying. Back then I would have thought that would have been frowned upon, but you know. Okay, so he wanted to know between two ships. And he was pleased with the reading that he got that day, so. It was very wise of me to come to this day. Only a fool invests his money without first seeking counsel. Okay.
Here comes Emma, shy and comely maid, all men who meet sweet Emma wish to come to her aid. Timid as a little bird, frighted by an unkind head, be gentle, for she seems full afraid.
Okay. All right, Emma, what you got for us?
Good morrow, sir. Pray tell, are these the consulting chambers of Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology and Physic?
Indeed, 'tis I, Dr. Simon Foreman. And your name, madam?
Emma Sharp of Shoreditch, sir. 25 years of age.
Welcome, Miss Sharp. And how may I do you service this day?
Well, 'tis a trifle delicate. A man has asked me to be his wife. A dear, kind man, but I fear you will think me cold, Dr. Foreman.
There, madam, whatever is the matter?
Well, he is exceeding advanced in years. I do worry he may not be long for the world, and if he were to die, I do not think I could bear it.
Okay.
Verily, I would not. Indeed, methinks I would rather not marry him at all. Am I very heartless, Dr. Foreman?
Nay, not in the least, madam. Your fears are most reasonable. A man in the winter of his life is indeed more likely to die. I assure you, madam, 'tis a medical fact. But methinks you wish to know whether this man be afflicted with a grave health condition, do you not? To wit, any ailment that might soon prove fatal?
Forsooth I do. That is my question precisely. Why, Dr. Foreman, 'tis as if you have a gift for reading minds.
Merely the gift of logical surmise, madam. Let us see whether a judgment of the stars may calm your fears. Does Mr. What was your gentleman's name?
Mr. George Middleton, a wool merchant.
Does Mr. Middleton have any ailments that might hasten his death?
I mean, that's a really weird question to ask. Exactly. That's a little weird to ask. Like, is he gonna die? Like, what? I thought we were like, well, then again, it did say we weren't a doctor. He just couldn't get out the bed to get away. Yeah, that's true. Let us view Leo. I mean, but we don't have enough information to assume that. Talk about bedside manner, exactly. They have none, apparently. View Libra. Mr. Middleton suffers from dropping down of the piss. Like, what? Characterized by involuntary urination. It is combined with the fear of heights. It's not what? No, that doesn't even sound right. Exactly. What does Aries think? Because I mean, like, the other one, like, he gonna drop dead. Like, jeez. I mean, because she really didn't give us no information. So this one and I guess it's kind of like one of those, you know, you just get to pick whatever. Like, this suggests a mild enchantment cast by a witch. This suggests the possibility of death. I just don't feel like that's it, though. I mean, he could have been enchanted by a witch, but yeah. And I'm like, I mean, this one where he just constantly kind of pees on himself because, you know, that is true. Again, Indian Prey, you do speak. That is actually very true. That's not a bad diagnosis to go with. Yeah, Leo is the one that mentioned that he would probably die of a heart failure, I believe. Let me read it again. Mr. Middleton suffers from a cardiac passion, a condition that may end in death. This represents an imbalance of phlegm. The illness cannot be cured. And this suggests a mild imbalance of black bile. But it does say that it is the ruler of the heart. And this was a condition for the heart, as if I remember. She came in with a question of the heart. So I think we will go with Leo, ruler of the heart, because of the fact that she mentioned this was something for the heart. So let's lock it in and see what happens.
I am full sorry, madam, but the stars give heavy news. Mr. Middleton suffers from a cardiac passion. Indeed, his heart may stop at any moment. He must avoid anything that might alarm or trouble his vital spirits. One shock could be enough to kill him.
Oh, woe, alas, poor Mr. Middleton. I thank you for your kind understanding, Dr. Foreman, and for your discretion in this matter. I will at once to my family go and beseech them not to make me accept Mr. Middleton's proposal. God give you good day, Dr. Foreman.
So yeah, that was actually the answer. In a way, I feel like we're telling them what they want to hear. Because like she came in was like, well, he's old and, you know, A, B, C, D, and, you know, she really didn't want to marry him. So I think in this particular case, we just told her what she wanted to hear. So Emma Sharp wanted to know whether a man she wishes to marry does suffer from any grave health conditions. I did advise the court that Mr. Middleton suffers from a cardiac passion and that he could die at any moment. Methinks the court was pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. All right. That is very true. Just tell them what they wanted to say. Public notice. Beware, is the man treating you a qualified licensed doctor? What? London has lately been impregnated by low-born charlatans claiming the title of doctor. These men have never attended university and therefore cannot be trusted. Any man found to be practicing medicine without a medical license shall be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Dr. Richard Smith, President, College of Physicians.
NANI?
The plot has thickened. He got mad. He got mad at us. I get it.
Ah, murdering would those doctors come.
Murdering those doctors come.
Ah, murdering one fine day.
Those doctors will they slave
Those
for
doctors
men?
will
Those
they slave for men, slave for men. Oh, will they send him to jail?
They send him to jail.
I hope we're not gonna get sent to jail.
What is the meaning of this warning being put about by the College of Physicians? Do they mean to do me harm? It is true that I do not have a medical license. What am I to do? Mayhap the stars will advise me.
Exactly. And let's also point out that all of the doctors fled from town and he was the only one that stayed because he couldn't get out of bed. So, I think he kind of is, a one-up there. Let us read. And then after this, we will probably get ready to switch games, though. Okay, so the Church of England can help me, for the Archbishop of Canterbury has a special power to grant medical license. Okay. This might be our best option. The College of Physicians is making war against me. If I am to become the best doctor in London, I must find a way to end this war. Okay. I think we're gonna probably go with A. The authority the licensed doctors of London hold is primarily owing to their wealth and privilege. There is much that they do not know about physique. Okay. Jupiter. Wow, Jupiter fallen in Capricorn. That's crazy. I said that wrong. Alright, that's convenient. Let's just read what the other card says too, just because I like to read both cards before making a decision, but I think I'm gonna go with A. This solution involves being sensitive to the needs of my courts. Okay. In this case, I really think we need the medical license. So I'm gonna go with A. I just wanted to read what B offered, but we're gonna go with A. I just feel like A is the better choice. Smart and friendly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with A.
I see. These doctors have waged war against me, and the only way to stop them is to obtain a medical license. And in the House of Religion... Ah, yes, a reminder that the Archbishop has the power to grant such licenses. Mayhap I will one day find a way to petition him for one. In the meantime, I must serve my querents well, for if I do, they will doubtless favour me with letters of recommendation I can use to petition the University of Cambridge to grant me a license.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did wish to know how to protect myself from the dark intentions of the College of Physicians. The stars did advise me to petition the Archbishop of Canterbury for a medical license. I may also receive one if my currents, who I must serve well, give me letters of recommendations. With such letters, I may convince the University of Cambridge to grant me a license. Okay. Okay.
Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before? Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before?
Who is come to inquire dressed in such strange attire? Tis
Signor fair.
Wait a minute, did they just say senor? Because that is not how it's spelled. I don't think that's how I took Spanish, and I'm pretty sure that is not how that is spelled. Or maybe I didn't hear them pronounce the G, because I swear it sounded like they said senor.
Good day to you, sir. Oh, I see you're having some difficulties. William, fetch my guest a chair.
No, it's good. I am just a little stiff.
As you wish. Mr.
Signor Riccardo Ferraro. I am a gentleman of Venezia, come to make a trade in London.
Venice? 'Tis a fine city, I hear.
Oh, it could be
And
Italian.
how may I do you service this day, Signor Ferraro?
I am come with una problema medicale, and you are most great dottore who does cure all London, huh? You cure Ferraro too, see?
Forsooth, I will seek to do so, Signor. Pray, describe your complaints, if you please.
Is burning when I make the water.
Pain during urination?
You got the clap.
See? And is pain down here. Molto pain.
And pain in the lower back.
Or
Now,
kidney stone.
let us see what the stars can tell us. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
I was like, he might have an STD, but I was gonna say it could also be like a kidney stone too. Like, let's not think the worst. I was gonna say, yeah, it's definitely something with the kidney. Cause we'll do this last case. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, oh, he got an STD, you know. Which it's not funny if he does. It's just weird that the game would put that in there. I have pain during urination in my lower back. What ails me? Okay. Let's read the cards. Okay, so no, he doesn't have. We know for sure that it's not gout. Which is interesting because Pisces is a water sign, but it's not gout. He doesn't have gout. So it's definitely not gout. So we can rule that one out. Libra? Because we know it's not gout. Exactly. I think it's kidney stones, personally. Because he says, when it hurts when he tries to pee, and his lower back hurts. And that, I believe, is the sign of a kidney stone. Okay, so Senor Ferreira suffers from stones in the kidney. The disease can occasion loss of appetite, severe pain in the kidney area, vomiting, and difficulty passing urine. I think it's kidney stones. But let's check the last one just to be on the safe side. But I think it's the kidney stones. Exactly. Senor Ferreira has dysentery. I'm not laughing because of dysentery. I'm just laughing because I keep thinking of Oregon Trail. Every time I see that, I think Oregon Trail. Characterized by pain in the bowels, faintness, and oily stools. I think at this point, it's definitely not that because he didn't say he was having issues with his bowels and stuff. He just said he was having, he dysentery, bad move. He just said that he couldn't pee and his back hurt. And if memory serves me correctly, I do believe that is pretty much the start of kidney stones. Because he didn't say anything was wrong with his feet, so it's definitely not gout. I know that one for sure, that it's not gout. But he didn't say anything about the bowels and stuff. So I think, personally, it's the kidney stones. So I think I may go with the kidney stones. Because it's definitely not, he doesn't have gout, which is caused by hot, dry humor seeping into the joints of the foot. And he didn't mention anything being wrong with his foot. So we are going to say, Senor, you have kidney stones. Because if it hurts, it burns when he pees. Could be stiff joints. Yeah. Well, yeah, but gout, I don't know. I don't think gout would cause it to burn when you peed. Right. I'm like... Legit, I want to say it's kidney stones. I do believe it because gout. I don't think makes it burn when you, when you pee. I don't think that's a symptom of gout. Like, I think it's kidney stones. Because it would burn because you're trying to pass the stones, I would imagine. And it would be a lot of pain trying to pass the stones. And I know the kidneys, usually if something's wrong with your kidneys, it's usually in the back that they can tell. Because I want to say it's kidney stones. Like, exactly, India Brit. It's really that. But dysentery, I know it does make you have, like, watery stools and stuff. But I don't know if it actually causes it to burn when one pees. This is a really interesting game because we're really talking about medical stuff here. And dysentery is usually it's just really bad diarrhea is what you get from dysentery. Because I'm like, I just don't feel like it's gout. I think it's kidney stones. I think it's the kidney stones because getting rid of urine is done through the kidney. That is something we know. In order, that's why they say make sure because your kidney is the one that cleans everything, and so urine passes through the bladder and through the kidney. I think we'll go. Yeah, locking it in. Stones in the kidney. Lock it in. Boop. True. But ironically,
Tis
you
a
get
case
back
of
pain when you
stones in
have
the
kidney
kidney, I regret to
stones, too.
say. But worry not, senor. I will give you an ounce of my strong water to dislodge them. Drink this entire flask when you rise at dawn tomorrow. You may then expect to evacuate the stones by way of your privy member within just a few hours.
Ah, your famous strong water. This water is said to cure the plague, huh? I thank you, Signor Foreman. And now Ricardo Ferraro bids you good day.
Because I know usually when you're having trouble in your back, yes, it could be arthritis, but usually when it's pain in the lower back, it could be something wrong with the kidneys as well. So the current did present with pain in the lower back and during urination. I did diagnose stones in the kidney and prescribe a flask of my strong water. Methinks the current was a little pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. Okay. So we're gonna stop the gameplay there. Exactly, you wouldn't want to sit like kidney stones are really, really painful. Like, my mom actually used to get them a lot. Back when, obviously, when she was alive, she used to get them a lot. So that's why I was like, I think it's kidney stones. But I'm gonna see if we can exit out. It's not letting me exit out. Let me see. Okay, so when we see them multiple times, we want to get them to 100%, it looks like. Okay. But let us quit the game. And again, that is Astrologaster. And it is available on PC and macOS. And you can pick this up on Steam, GOG, itch.io, Humble Bundle, and the Nintendo Switch for $9.99. And if you are someone that uses mobile, you can pick it up through Apple App Store for $4.99 USD. And a big thank you to the developers of the game for providing me with a free code to play the game on tonight's stream.